Welcome to my week 3 battle of the SPL Pokemon Draft League. My team, the LA Wakers, is taking on Kyleaye, coach of the Miami Donphans. I'll be giving you guys a quick breakdown of the team I'm using today, why I chose these Pokemon, and the Wi-Fi battle will follow. But first, if you're excited about this Pokemon Draft League Wi-Fi battle, make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you're new. Kyle's team is extremely scary. He has an Alolan Ninetales that can set up Auroravel, helping Mew, Rillaboom, Revavroom, and Roaring Moon sweep, while being able to disguise as any one of them with his Hisuian Zoroark. He also has 3 Terra Captains, a Beartic that can Terrasilize into an Ice, Electric, or Ground type, a Bellibolt that can Terrasilize into an Electric, Fairy, or Flying type, and a Colossal that can Terrasilize into a Fire, Fairy, or Ghost type. With his team having a bunch of physical attackers, I figured Intimidate Overcoat would be great to set up spikes. Barb Barrage is a nice offensive option that can let me poison Alolan Ninetales and Rillaboom, but I also have Toxic for Bellibolt because it can be really annoying to take down. Crunch is my last move in order to knock out Hisuian Zoroark and also do decent damage to Revavroom, which I can live even a boosted high horsepower because of my Shuka Berry. With Spikes up, my Extra Belt Dragapult is extremely threatening versus my opponent's team, outspeeding every single one of their members, and threatening Mew with a Shadow Ball, Rillaboom and Revavroom with a Fire Blast, Draco Meteor just to knock out Hisuian Zoroark, and U-Turn for momentum. And my Infiltrator ability allows me to ignore Auroravel. I'm also bulky enough to live a +1 Iron Head from Revavroom. Speaking of bulky, we are once again using a defensive Shell Smash Torterra, which is only EV to outspeed Alolan Ninetales after a Shell Smash. I have Substitute, that way I can set up easily on Bellibolt and avoid a Toxic, with Leftovers to get a lot of recovery back in the face of Grassy Surge Rillaboom. Rillaboom is also the reason I'm running high horsepower because grassy terrain does weaken Earthquake. And Terra Blast Electric allows me to deal with Noctowl and also hit Revavroom if it's on a balloon. When I bring Shell Smash Torterra, I always want to be prepared for a Mirror Herbs, so that's why I'm bringing Unaware Clefable. Physically defensive Unaware Clefable eats any hit from Roaring Moon and can knock it out with Moonblast, while dealing decent damage to Revavroom, Beartic, and Alolan Ninetales with Flamethrower. Knockoff allows me to get rid of Heavy Duty Boots, that way my Spikes can do work from Overquill, and Moonlight's there just for recovery. I went with Rocky Helmet to punish Rillaboom, that way it's easier for my Torterra to sweep. Heatran was next to patch up my Grass and Ice weaknesses, and also punish Rillaboom on U-Turn and Grassy Glides with Flame Body. I have Shuka Berry, that way I can live a high horsepower from both Rillaboom and Revavroom, and threaten them with Will-O-Wisp, or knock them out with Lava Plume. Earth Power allows me to deal with Colossal as long as it doesn't Terrasilize, and Heatran can also easily get up Stealth Rock in the face of Alolan Ninetales. I also EV'd it to outspeed Beartic outside of Hail, and even live a Terra Ground boosted Earthquake. Because 2 key members on my team bait high horsepower from Revavroom, I wanted a Pokemon that could punish that, and that's why I'm taking Prankster Grafai off the bench. If I bring it in on Earthquake or high horsepower, I dodge it with my Air Balloon and can go for Encore, locking my opponent in. Grafai also gives me a Ghost immunity versus Hisuian Zoroark, and I threaten it with Foul Play or any boosted Pokemon. Parting Shot allows me to lower the stats of my opponent's Pokemon and get some momentum with Grafai. And lastly, I went Super Fang. Considering Encore and Parting Shot won't work on Roaring Moon if it wants to come in, I want to get 50% off, or even on something as bulky as Bellibolt. Grafai is my main answer to set up Pokemon like Revavroom and Mew. It can also bait Iron Heads from Revavroom, which I can switch into Heatran on and burn it with Flame Body. So that's my team for week 3 of the SPL Pokemon Draft League. I want to give a big shout out to Amo, Owen, Envy, Zazo, Dylan, and Tone for all the help this week. And like I said before, if you enjoy the content, make sure you subscribe. I'll be uploading these Draft League games every Sunday until my season's over, but I also upload every single day. And also be sure to check out my opponent Kyleaye. He's a great battler who's beaten me in semifinals of the WBE and went on to win the entire league, so he's someone who's worth watching. I've held you up long enough, so let's get right into the battle. Alright, week 3 versus my boy Kyleaye. If you guys enjoy the draft Pokemon content, just competitive Pokemon in general, I upload every single day. Make sure you sub. I might have actually already hit 400k by now, but Kyle has a very threatening team. I'm going to lead off with my Overquill, try and get up Hazard as quickly as possible. He does not have Hazard control on that team. Torterra looks pretty good with sub, but obviously we're going to have to deal with no Revavroom, which is pretty cool, but Beartic is a problem. But leading off with Overquill, getting a Crunch off or even a Spike up immediately can really just go a long way. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Kyle is such a great guy. So he actually beat me in, I believe, semis of the WBE, and he won that league. It was either semis or round 1 play. I think it was semis. So it's been a long time since we played, and he invited me to P4G as well, a lower tier league at a point too. That's Bellibolt, maybe. That might be Bellibolt. I don't know if that's Belly Bolt, but it might be Belly Bolt. I am just going to lead off. I'm actually just going to go for the... I'm going to go for Toxic. I do live one Hyper Voice if he specs. Just one. And if it's Zoroark, by the way. I have no idea if it's Zoroark or not, so I want to get this Toxic off just so I can identify which Mon is which. Also, getting a Toxic off goes along with this. Is only Terra Captain here as well. Well, Spikes helps as well versus everything on the team. Getting off a Toxic lets me identify things. Lets me see if this is actually Belly Bolt. If I'm faster, I know it's Belly Bolt for sure as well. Ah, perfect. So Belly Bolt is Toxic. Unless that's Slow Zoroark with Comeuppance. Let's see what they have. And they're going for Volt Switch. That's a decent chunk to me. Nice decent chunk. Belly Bolt. Volt Switch. At about 100, so that's just like no special attack investment. But we do have the Toxic on it. Volt Switch. I'm going to write that down. The next Mon coming out could very well be a Roaring Moon. Could also be Ninetales. Could also be Mew. I do have Sugar Berry on this thing, but it's not as necessary because my opponent doesn't have Rever Room. It's good into like Roaring Moon and stuff for getting off Toxic, but besides that, I don't know. Not that great in this game. We want to be careful about Zoroark. Grafairy looks pretty decent though, just for encoring. Mew, Ninetales, Beartic, Zoroark, Belly Bolt. Can't really touch Roaring Moon though. Ancient, sounds like Roaring Moon. Oh, it's Mew. Alright, well it could be Zoroark. I'm going to go for Toxic on this as well. If it's not Zoroark, let's see. Again, we do not know if this is Zoroark or not, so we want to know. It is Hyper Beam. It's Hyper Beam Zoroark. That's hilarious. Not sure what my best series of plays is. Like, I could definitely try and pick up a kill on this, considering it is Hyper Beam. I definitely think because he's stuck there, I go Dragapult and simply drop a Draco. So I don't get a Spike Up in this game, but Yo, Kyle's a GOAT! Wait, what if that's not Zoroark and it's just Specs Mew? Let me run a calc real quick. Mew. Modest, Hyper Beam. Dude, what if that's actually Specs Mew? That'd be hilarious. Bro, that actually has a shot at knocking out That actually does knock out Overquell. It literally could be Specs Mew. Whatever, I'm gonna drop a Draco. It also could just be Offensive Mew. Alright, it's Zoroark for sure. Alright, we drop a Draco. I'm thinking it's Zoroark. It could also just be... Yeah, it's Zoroark. Okay, so Zoroark is gone. I don't have to deal with Zoroark anymore. That's such a cool tech. That's such a funny tech as well. I love it. I absolutely love it. Alright, so we get rid of that giant threat. So I don't have to fear what Mon is Zoroark here. I can't believe he got that KO. That's such a fire KO too. Obviously I am lowered in special attack, but that shouldn't matter too much, I would say. Shouldn't matter too much. Getting a Toxic off on Belly Bolt is going to go a long way. Rocks Up are going to be really nice as well for Beartic and whatnot. We're definitely going to be getting up rocks here. I could see them going Beartic now if they really wanted to. As long as I have Clefable alive, I should be okay versus Roaring Moon as well. Kyle's such a GOAT, man. You can never tell with his prep what the hell he's going to use. You really can't. Iron Head. Iron Head from Choice Band and Roaring Moon is so strong too. And if it's also Booster Energy boosted, it does 51 to 61 as well to Clefable. So we really have to be careful versus that Mon. Assuming it comes out at a point, you know? This is Ninetales. For sure, his Zoroark is dead. Let me actually just completely write off Zoroark as being dead here. Gonna make the Beartic play, excuse me, the Heatran play. And I can safely Will-O-Wisp something. He could go for Hypnosis. We should be able to eat everything though. He definitely gets, maybe he doubles out to Beartic now, but again, as long as I get a Will-O-Wisp off on Beartic, I'm in a good spot. And as long as Heatran's alive, we're in a good spot too. So let's see if he ends up doubling here. I am hard switching instead of U-turning, just because I want to bluff that I'm choiced. Also, I don't know if he's Scarf. I don't think Scarf is that great into my team because I do have a Heatran, but he could be for Torterra. He does double. Well played, Beartic. My GOAT. My absolute GOAT. All right. We're gonna go for the Will-O-Wisp here for sure. We live in Earthquake, even if he Terra Grounds. I don't know if he'd actually sub, but if he does, I can go Kyleaye with my air balloon and deal with that too. My goat. Freaking love Kyle. But yeah, we live every hit that he can go for here. And if it is Terra Ground, Terra Blast, Earthquake, let's see. Bear Tick. Calc the Earthquake. Terra Ground, Earthquake. Would have to be Adamant Life Orb to have a roll to KO me. It is Ground. Is he going to go for Terra Blast or Earthquake? Well, he doesn't have Rillaboom on this team, so it'll definitely be Earthquake, right? He goes for Earthquake. Let's see if we live. Yep, we do. Very easily. Shookaberry, shout out to you. You go. And we do land the Will-O-Wisp. Are you Lumberry, though? Are you Lumberry is the question. Burnt. No berry. Let's go. Okay. Good, 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 good. So, giant threat dealt with. He could go for an ice move here, but now that it's burnt, I'm not that worried. I think I just bring out my my Clef. Yeah, now that Bear Tick's burnt, I actually do go Clef instead of Grafai. Because Grafai can Encore Mew. That's what I need it for. Heavy Slam's not going to do much to Clef anyway. If they SD, I'm in a good spot too. They do go for Earthquake again. Yeah, absolutely nothing. Perfect. Perfect. Bear Tick being burnt is really, really nice. Burnt. Plus Terra Ground. Heavy Slam from a burnt Bear Tick shouldn't be doing too much. Status. I want to say knockoff is my play. Just in case there are loaded dice. So we go for knockoff here. It gets me something out of the turn. Goes for Yawn, which isn't too big of a deal. Terra Ground. Nice little knockoff there. Perfect. Get rid of its boots. Boots. EQ. Yawn. Could see him going for an ice move here. How many turns of hail are left? 1 to 5. Because it's not burnt, I think Clef will always deal with this. So I'm actually going to make the my Grafai play on my balloon. He may go for an ice move here. I could definitely see that happening. But we could also see him going for like an SD. And again, it being burnt, I don't think I need my balloon as much in this game now that Bear Tick's been burnt. Like, I definitely deal with this via... I for sure deal with this. Basically, so I should be okay. So yeah, we go Grafai here. Definitely go Grafai here. Yawn, EQ. He does go for Earthquake. Perfect. Nice. And the snow is gone as well, so perfect. So what I want to do now is, because I don't want him going hard Roaring Moon, is I don't care as much about this Mon. I'm going to Super Fang. I don't want him going Roaring Moon on Parting Shot or Foul Play. I could technically Encore him into this, but again, I don't want that happening as I predict Roaring Moon as well. Like, I don't want him going Roaring Moon and expecting me to Encore because it's a Dark type. And if they go Ninetales, I want to get 50% off, potentially. I don't think I need my Air Balloon in this game as much as I would have needed it before. Also, Foul Play does kill after Guaranteed. Because I have this little HP bar right here. Foul Play does 41 to 48. So after a Super Fang, it does kill. And he might be trying to set up with something. I don't know. Yeah, getting rid of those boots, that doesn't really matter. But, you know, I didn't want him to be loaded dice, Icicle Spear. I would love Ninetales to come out and just take some chip. He does switch out. Perfect. So we're going to get a Super Fang off on something. Rule 34 is Belly Bolt. Nice. 50% off on Belly Bolt is really, really good. Get a Parting Shot here. Because he went Belly Bolt first. Let's say it's at 40%. I don't want to go Torterra and him going for Toxic. So what I'd rather do is go Heatran here. I'd rather go Heatran here. And try and get a Brox if possible. Let's see if he does go for Toxic. He does go for Slack Off. Okay, cool. Slack Off. Yeah, because once I have my one Mon in, I should be in a good spot too. So we're going to get up our Stealth Rock here. We're faster. We do live every hit. Yeah, once I have Rocks up and once I have Torterra in, it looks really, really good. Especially with them Rocks up. So just being able to get rid of that Scarf Zoroark immediately. Though, obviously, you know, having spikes in this game would be really good too. But being able to get rid of Scarf Zoroark was really big. I need to be careful not to lose to Ninetales late game as well. But Stealth Rock do help me knock it out. Actually, Stealth Rock guarantees that I knock it out with Fire Blast. So we're in a decent spot. Does go for Volt Switch. There you go. If they go Bear Tick, I actually knock it out, I believe, after Stealth Rock plus Burn with Lava Plume. So I can see Mew coming out here. I could definitely see Mew coming out here. Thing is, do I want to save my sack for Ninetales? Though he could also go Ninetales just to get up the hail, which I wouldn't mind too. More Stealth Rock switchings. I don't think Ninetales knocks me out from this range. By hail, I mean just get up the Veil. Moon. Okay. Roaring Moon comes out. Do we see Booster? We do not see Booster. No Booster. I think I do want to not go hard Clef, because if it's Banded Earthquake, it's a problem. I'm going to Earth Power just in case it subs. I need damage on it, so just in case it's substitute, Earth Power should do enough, hopefully. He goes for Tailwind. Oh my god. Tailwind. I get some chip there. I'm definitely worried about Mew, but there's not a lot of turns of Tailwind, because it's Tailwind. See him going for a knockoff. I think we just sack this. Go for a Will-O-Wisp. Alright, there's a knockoff. He could potentially get burnt here too, which is really big. Let's see if Flame Body does activate. No, because I died. However, Clef is the play. At this point, we can just throw off... we should be able to throw off a Moonblast. After Rocky Helmet, it should always kill. But Berry wouldn't... Berry. Sorry about that. The Berry wouldn't save Roaring Moon at all. The Berry wouldn't save Roaring Moon at all. It will die with Rocky Helmet plus Moonblast. So we definitely go for Moonblast here. If he gives me Roaring Moon, I feel pretty confident. But I never feel confident versus Kyleaye. 100%. That's never feel confident versus Kyleaye. Ever. Dude's the GOAT. Dude is straight up the GOAT. Alright, he does switch out. Perfect. We get more damage on them, so they do die to Torterra now. Rule 34 is Belly Bolt. Ooh. So Belly Bolt also has the... Belly Bolt also has the thing going for it. How many turns of Tailwind are there? One turn of Tailwind. I'm gonna get a Moonblast off here. Yeah, he goes for... Exactly, because he's gonna get a fast Volt Switch off, right? So, and he's also static on Belly Bolt. Which is scary. Or he's damp. He could be damp. But I get a Moonblast off on something coming in. Oh, Bear Tick comes out, so that's actually gonna give me a free heal as well. Assuming this does not KO, which it shouldn't. That's gonna give me a free KO. Yeah, it doesn't KO, which I'm okay with. And we have damage on that Mon as well. So I'm going to hit him off with a Moonlight here. If they go for Yawn, that's fine too. If they go for Earthquake, I'm in a good spot. That damage on Belly Bolt is very important. Basically, we're keeping Clef at 100%. It's unaware knockoff Clef, so it's really strong into them. It's really strong. Heavy Slam, not going to kill me. Yep. Rocky Helmet's going to be able to deal with that. Perfect. And then we get a nice little soft walled off. Perfect. Now, I will say, Ninetales is looking very scary. Ninetales definitely looking scary. Ninetales is for sure looking scary. I still don't die to Ironhead though, from Salamancer over there. But Ninetales definitely looking scary. But at the same time, you know who else is looking scary? My Dragapult. My Dragapult looks really scary. Like legitimately super scary in this game. So, I can see them bringing out Roaring Moon. I do think Ninetales might come out here. But Clef is just really sitting on the team. 2 giant threats gone. Ancient is the Roaring Moon. That's Mew. Interesting. They go for knockoff. I think I definitely go for knockoff. Mew, if it starts setting up, it goes for Gunk Shot. And unfortunately misses. Sorry about that, Kyle. That's big. That's a really big miss, bro. I get rid of their Life Orb as well. That's a big miss, bro. I'm really sorry about that. That really matters. Dragapult is super good, but it shouldn't die to one hit no matter what unless he Ice Beam freezes me. So we're going to make the Dragapult play. It shouldn't die to one hit, even knockoff, especially because I got rid of their Life Orb there. And then we should be able to just go for the... I'm going to take it. I'm sorry about that Gunk Shot miss. I truly am. Obviously, I can't control what happens there, but... yeah. We'll keep Clef alive. Torterra is looking decent as well. Everything is in damage range. And I set up on Belly Bolt, which is the big one. That's like the run I really do want to set up on. So we'll go out to Dragapult. Let's see if they go for Ice Beam. Maybe they go for Gunk Shot again. They do go for Gunk Shot again. Dragapult is definitely going to get poisoned here. I smell it. Yup. Yup. You know when things are happening. We know when things are happening. Okay, so this basically dies to Foul Play, so I don't have to worry too much about this. Sucker Punch is not knocking me out from you as well if they have it. I go for Shadow Ball. They probably sack Belly Bolt. If I had to say something, they sack Belly Bolt. Oh, they go Ninetales. Interesting. Is it Scarf? If it's Heavy Duty Boots, I'm in a good spot. It is Boots. Perfect. So we can actually knock it out with Shadow Ball. It's Max Spadef. God. Dragapults. Ninetales. Oh, it's not. That's just standard. Hold on. I have technology. That did 25, 31%. So I had a lower roll there. Fire Blast on most rolls, 69%. Should kill. Let's see. I've missed them all in practice. We didn't end up missing them there. Do we get the roll? We do not get the roll versus them, unfortunately. They end up going for Moonblast. Unfortunately for me right there. Ooh, not getting that roll. A little nasty. However, I think we're okay. Because Grafaiai looks pretty decent. I wish I could see their HP stat, though. Grafaiai looks like it kills with Foul Play. And it has Encore. I should be good versus Torterra with you. I think we go Torterra right now. I think we literally go Torterra right now. Legitimately. Because they can't kill me in one hit. I Terra. And I definitely Shell Smash here. If they have Roar, they have Roar, right? I think that's it. Only Hypnosis would be scary. Veil would be a little annoying, but not the end of the world, right? Because I have all the damage I need. And I can waste turns as well. Also, it's Boots, so it's not like they have multiple... Okay, they do switch. They do switch into Roaring Moon? Roaring Moon, maybe. Let's see. Is it Mirror Herb Roaring Moon? Is it actually Mirror Herb Roaring Moon? Let's find out. Are you Mirror Herb? Are you Mirror Herb, my friend? Let's see right now. Ooh. Let's see. Got the Shell Smash. Mirror Herb. Starts are raising. Mirror Herb. Mirror Herb. There's the Mirror Herb. Yo. Nice. However, I do have Underwear Clef. Doesn't live Earthquake and Iron Head though. It has knockoff, most likely Iron Head, Earthquake. That's probably its set. How do I pivot this? Because I can just set up, I can literally just Shell Smash again. Like, I can literally Shell Smash again. Later. So I definitely swap here. I want to say I just go Wifi. I literally go Wifi. I don't think I can go hard Clef. That gunk shot miss definitely mattered at this point. There's Earthquake. I can't Encore because they're a dark type. That'd be sick if I could. So the thing is, Roaring Moons. Knock off into Iron Head. Iron Head does not kill Clef, but it had a chance to, so I'm going for Foul Player for sure. They go for knockoff, I die. Yep. It's alright, Wifi. You were there. You were a witness. Snow stops, which is important. Snow stopping is definitely important. Clef does live Iron Head. It lives Acro for sure as well. This is where Gunk Shot miss for sure mattered. He could Iron Head flinch me, I guess, too. He could definitely Iron Head flinch me. This endgame going to be close. And maybe I'd love for him to go for, honestly, I'm not even sure. Earthquake. Oh, he didn't even have Iron Head. Damn, I could have went hard into this Pokemon at any given point on this mod. I didn't have to sacrifice, which kind of sucked. It sucks I sacked it. I am bulky Torterra though, so it probably just cleans up at this point. I think. It depends on what Mew could do. It depends on what Mew does. Ninetales comes out. We Moonblast. We definitely Moonblast. I'm really bulky Torterra though, with leftovers and sub, so I can outplay. Oh, it's Rest. What? Rest. I don't know if that beats me 1v1. I'm unaware. Like, unaware. I think unaware beats this 1v1, but I get it because they need to be healthy for Torterra, so that makes a lot of sense. I'm going hard Torterra here. Because I think what they go is they go Belly Bolt and I'm out of thrown. Did I throw by just going hard Torterra? I don't know if I threw by going hard Torterra. Maybe I did. Maybe I did. Ah. Alright, they got Rest. I'm good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Sleep Talk. Gets Baton Pass. Okay. Baton Pass. Rest, Sleep. Wait, Rest, Sleep Talk, Baton Pass, Moonblast. What? What the hell is going on here, Kyle? What the hell is going on here, Mr. Kyle? Oh, why is the HP bar so out of the way? I don't know what was supposed to happen here. Rest, Sleep Talk, Baton Pass, Moon. So most of the moves that they had could not hurt me. Most of the moves they had could not hurt me. What the hell is going on here? Max HP Mew takes 46 minimum from this. HP bar shows that you are under 46. You're at 44. So I simply go for Terra Blast here. And I knock out Mew. It's Fat Torterra. I don't think Moonblast would have done much to my Torterra anyway. Because I have a lot. I have HP investment. I have everything. I have all investment. And when they go Belly Bolt, I simply go for sub. That way they can't yawn or do anything. Mew goes down. Gunk shot miss definitely mattered though. Like for sure. I was able to get a heal off of it. That super mattered. Alright, there's Belly Bolt. Maybe it's Terra Electric. It could be Terra Fairy. I always go for substitute versus this. Either way. Just because they can't do anything to me. I've only seen Volt Switch and Slack Off. So we go for sub here. They go for Terra Blast Raw. Does that even break my sub? I got no idea. Oh, it actually does break my sub. That's wild. That's pretty wild. I wonder if it's Terra Fly. It could be Terra Fly, but if they do Terra Fly, they're not going to do anything to me though. So it's like... I just high overpower. Alright, we land that. Perfect. And then it's Ninetales versus the world. I think versus Ninetales we actually, or -1, right? -1 Spadef. I'm just going to say it's a super bulky Ninetales, I think. Moonblast is 34 to 40 something %. Whereas Terra Blast, +2 in the snow. Terra Blast in the snow does 2 hit KO. I can never be crit because of my ability. So I go for Terra Blast. Literally never be crit because of my ability. Put that hail, look at that little thing there. Alright. Why is the HP bar at the wrong spot, bro? Yeah, dude. The fact that Moonblast actually never kills me in the next one either, and Shell Armor makes it I don't crit, is nasty. Alright, thank you. Yeah, there's a kill. Because that's 25%, that's 30, that's 35%. Minimum Terra Blast does is 44%. So you only got a miss there. Definitely got a bit lucky. Dodging Gunk Shot was huge, but they did only have... Kyle did only have, what's it called to hit me? Whoa, whoops. I'm sorry about that. I X'd out my Arigato. Kyle did only have Earthquake, no Iron Head there. So, obviously that made a big difference. I do think that if I didn't burn the Bear Tick, freaking Heat Lord, dude, going for Hyper Beam. I do think if I didn't burn Bear Tick with the Will-O-Wisp, this could have been Wifi would have put in a lot more work in this game. Obviously, Roaring Moon was cool. Knock off. EQ. I'm surprised no Iron Head, but Unaware Clef was definitely go in this. Dodging Gunk Shot was very important, for sure. I mean, that's the reason why I have Clef plus Torterra, though, because that way I don't have to worry about Mirror Herb stuff. I just couldn't go hard into Clefable because I was worried about Iron Head, but Kyle ended up not having Iron Head, which makes a difference. I'm not gonna take back the what's it called, the luck. I did dodge a Gunk Shot, which made a difference. Though, I will say that if Dragapult got the roll versus Ninetales, I would have killed Ninetales, and then maybe I could have swept with Dragapult from right there, from that position. But in any case, maybe what I should have done was substitute first. Because being the other sub would have been cool. But I want to save the subs for Ninetales and for Belly Bolt. Like, you get free subs to sub Shell Smash. Anyway, Torterra's the GOAT. I hope y'all enjoyed, for sure. If you did, let me know. Leave a like. Subscribe to Kyle as well. Please, we're going to hit him up. I'm going to hit him up right now for an interview. And, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next game. Definitely got lucky with Gunk Shot. I can't take that away. I for sure got lucky with the Gunk Shot miss. But, yeah, Kyle's the GOAT. Love his prep. And I will see you guys in the next game. Peace. For a second, we're going to do an interview. So I'm here with my boy, Kyleaye. As I told you guys in the beginning of the battle, he beat me and then went on to win the WBE. And he also invited me to the P4G back in the day. So we have a long history with draft. And he's always bringing the heat, the only coach that matters. I got
the only one.
The only coach. The only coach. Not the only one. Now you're a coach. The only father that matters at this point.
Talk to him.
But I got my boy Kyle. Say hi to the people, bro.
Yeah, what's up, everybody? I appreciate you having me, man. It was a good game. It was fire.
I'm sorry about the Gunk Shot miss, man.
I was in shambles, dog. Like, I was like, yo, Life Orb Mew comes in. It was a roll anyways. Well, depending on your spread, I guess I can.
I was
your
max,
spread, max. Oh, yeah. Okay, so yeah, I don't.
You didn't kill, and I don't think your Earthquake killed after Roaring Moon either. But
Yeah.
if you poison me,
no, Roaring Moon definitely.
Yeah. If you poison me though, it's Jover. Like if you straight up poison me, dude. I was really scared about your Ninetales when I went for rest, and I was like, wait, maybe I shouldn't have won hard Torterra here. But then you baton pass out the game, and I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah, when I gotta keep it stacked, man. After the gunk shot, I was like, okay, I'm pretty sure I cannot win unless Joey Hail Mary throws the game. So I was trying to like play for differential or keep it as close as I could. And then I was like, maybe if I get rest talk baton pass into Mew the first turn, but I got rest again. Because I was like, now Torterra just shell smashes for free again.
Yeah, I was running the calcs and I was a little worried, but I was like, wait, this Mon does 20-something% to me. Because just like your Roaring Moon was damn near max, my Torterra every week does not have to run max attack investment or any attack investment at all.
Torterra, bro. He a dog.
Mon's a good Mon, bro.
Hey, you like that Hyper Beam, though?
The Hyper Beam was fire. So like, it's cool because like it's the only thing that actually revenge kills Torterra. Like it's literally because Shadow Ball doesn't, and Hyper Voice won't. Even at -1, even if I'm not, which I wasn't White Herb. I went with Leftover Sub because it lets me sub on, what's it called? Belly Bolt's Toxic. Because that Mon is annoying.
Yeah.
You were smart to go for Terra Blast, bro.
Thank you. I wish I would have not, like, went against my gut, because initially I was like, I think he'll bring Unaware Clef, but I was like, I probably shouldn't Toxic just in case. Like, I probably shouldn't like try to go for the poison just in case. Like, I don't want to waste a turn.
Just in case it gets you nothing. I mean, I get the logic behind it. Volt Switch gives you something out of the turn, guaranteed.
Yeah.
Right? You get momentum, you get to see what I do, guaranteed. That's for sure. And I didn't want to ever go hard Torterra on Belly Bolt because I don't want to get Toxic because this Mon is a sweeper. I will say, I was a little worried about some random Scarf Ninetales. I didn't think you'd be because I have Heatran on my team.
Right.
And it actually doesn't revenge kill Torterra either, but it could like Scarf Encore and stuff like that. So I was thinking, which is like the same reason of, I was really worried about River Room. I'll be completely honest. Like River Room, Beartic, they're all so scary.
Initially, I was looking at bringing Swagger Mirror Herb River Room.
And then Shuckle
But that move is mad corny. So I messaged Shuckle. I was like, yo, is this move banned? Because, like, it should be. But I was thinking about maybe doing this. Yeah, it's not on the list. So I want to check before I'm not trying to be weird, bro. And he's like, yeah, no, I'll fix that.
I'll fix that. Makes the announcement and bans it. I remember.
Like,
dude, he said it. Yeah. He said it after your game. And like after everything had been posted, I was like, holy crap, Kyle, what did you do to him?
Yeah, no, that's why I went in there and I was like, yo, to be clear, I did not run that against him, dog. Like I did not want people to even think that. But I actually, so when I made this team, I was also thinking about maybe not bringing Ninetales and bringing Revavroom instead. I had a Revavroom, it was just like Shift Gear Endure.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
With what?
I was thinking about high horsepower and gunk shot.
Or gunk shot. Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah. So, but I was like, if I'm gonna miss gunk shot, I guess I'd rather just do it with Mew.
and you did.
And I did, baby.
You did.
But yo, so going into this, I wanted to make sure that we had a fire battle, okay? Because like you were talking about the history that we played. Okay, I gotta run this down. Can I run this down right quick?
Run it down, bro. Go away.
Okay, so this is the 5th time that we've played.
Jesus, I only remember 3. So thank you. Thank you.
So, yeah, no, you're good. So the first time we played was P4G. It was low tiers, right?
Yes.
And you had already clinched playoffs, and I clinched not making playoffs, and we played the last week. So I was like, okay, we switched teams when we played.
Oh, that's a great. I remember that memory. Okay, I have that memory.
You played with my team, and I played with yours. So I'm like, okay, that game. And then we played WBE Season 3 when you technically, okay, because you had the first round bye of playoffs and I didn't make playoffs. So we were like, yo, remember we just played an exhibition game for fun and we just uploaded.
Yes.
So, and then the third time we played was Let's Go. It was best 2 out of 3. Let's go.
Yes.
And then the fourth time was WBE playoffs.
Yeah, and you beat me I remember. I was actually watching it back the other day, and I was like, wait, what happened? And I was like, oh yeah, body slam, immediate para on Cinderace as I bulk up. And then you smashed me with Halucha, I remember.
I felt bad though because I was like the first 2 times we played were like for fun, like goofy games, and then we played Let's Go, and then which I liked, but it was like we didn't even get to Eevee Train, and then I'm like the one time that we played like try hard, like for real, I got the dub, and I was like, this does not feel right at all. Like I need to play Joey like as good as I can and have like another real game because I felt like mad corny, bro.
I'd be lucky every week though. Not now. Now this was definitely luck. I for sure dodged Gong Shot. It 100% mattered. But like it's Pokemon, right? Like at this point, this isn't the same as years ago, right? Where in a draft league game, I'll be like, oh, like when I lost to Viz, which wasn't luck. It was just I just straight up lost to a 6 set. I was like, yo, that's a great set. Like that's fire. And that's how I felt when you like did like Hyper Beam and things like that too. Like all that stuff. I was like, yo, this is sick. I don't know. I feel like because we're older now, and this draft has like people that are friends and we actually care and we all wanna win, but we're having a good time.
Content, bro.
And also I feel like the viewers are growing up a little too. It's not the same cesspool of toxicity that draft used to bring. I'm being straight up honest about that. It was so bad, guys. It was so bad back in the day. Now it's like, yo, I lose. I'm not. Before when I lost, I was like, man, I gotta deal with this all day. I gotta go for a walk when I upload my game. I'm never looking at those comments. Now it's like, it's all right. All right, we're cool.
Yeah. No, I
praise my
feel
opponent.
You, man.
Praise my opponent and go sub to them. That's what it is at the end of the day.
Literally, man. It's like before I used to look at it, I was like, dude, I spent a whole week like prepping for this and like doing all this, and then, you know, whatever happens, good or bad, and it was just like. I ain't a fan of it, man. Having the negativity, right? And then especially too now, it's like just the comment section all around is a lot more supportive.
Yeah.
Back in the day, like whenever I was ass at the game, like terrible. Luckily, I had a pretty good comment section that would be like, "Wow, never lost," even though I got like 5-0 body bag.
Never lost.
So I kind of dodged a bullet there, but then over time, like when I started to get better,
and
I'm
you
like,
joined the bigger leagues as well. People were
So I'm very thankful to like where it's at right now and like how things go. You know what I'm saying?
And I want to stay that way too, bro. I get people are very, very passionate about sports, right? They're passionate about sports. They're passionate about their team. And when their team wins, their team wins. And when their team loses, you lost. Like
you lose for the day, bro. Yeah.
That's it. But again, this is a great time, and I love your team. Like I was really worried about like Beartick plus Reverum, which is why Grafai made its way on the team. Originally I had Appleton with a really cool set, but I don't want to spoil too much just in case we play later. But I originally I Grafai because on an air balloon, the amount of stuff I could do to outplay with this mon is crazy. Because my team baits a lot of moves that Grafai can come in on. Shadow Ball when it's Dragapult in, and then high horsepower. Whether you have your Rillaboom or your Beartick or Earthquake or Terra Blast Ground, depending on like I thought if you brought Rillaboom, you bring Terra Blast Ground Beartick to avoid the Earthquake minimalizing damage whatever. So I have double Sugar Berry there, but I also have Grafai to Encore you. So when Reverum sets up, I Encore. Or if Reverum's in and I go Clef, right? I have Clef, you have Reverum out. I go out into Heatran on either Iron Head, Gunk Shot, or Shift Gear, and then that obviously forces you to go for the high horsepower, which I could just double out to Grafai. Those are like the plays I've been doing when I was trying, like testing out the team and everything. That's what I wanted to do. Obviously, in this one, you didn't bring Rillaboom and you didn't have Reverum either. And also, you happened to bring Roaring Moon. So, like, Low Kick was something I was thinking about on this mon too, just for Roaring Moon. But I ended up having the Super Fang just because I think it did a little bit more in the long term of the game. Like, if I Super Fang, for instance, Rillaboom coming in or Mew coming in, or anything, or even like Ninetales, I put it in range of Dragapult always, and it's just things like that. Like I felt like it got me more out of the turn, and also Encore into you setting up into me clicking foul play was always felt cool. So like it sucks that this little guy didn't get to do much in this game, but the Super Fang was still clutch. It forced the recover at least.
Super Fang on Belly Bolt was crazy, on the Switch. I thought that was actually really good. Whenever I was like, oh man, I was like, I think you played it very nicely. I was actually shocked, bro, that you didn't bring Appleton. Appleton was a nightmare, dog. A
Dude,
Hall of Fame matchup for Appleton, and
yeah.
I was just like,
I mean, like, looking at your squad,
oh,
it was definitely very good into you. I will say Appleton looked
oh my,
extremely good into you. But I just couldn't I couldn't justify it because there was so much you had that could scare. Like Appleton's good if it could like curse or do anything like that, right? Or even just
Yeah.
Dragon Tail Apple Acid spam with spikes up and stuff. Which I noticed that you brought a bunch of boots, which makes a lot of
Yep,
sense.
yep.
Especially because of how I won last week. So like, that's also why
Then I saw
sometimes
the Overquill lead, and
Yeah.
I was like, okay, here it comes.
I
But
don't
then
I
the-
don't
the
regret
raw toxic
I
was
do
good.
not yeah I don't regret not spiking at all. I don't think spike
Yeah.
was fine. I think Stealth Rock were fine in that game, and I think that toxic worked out. Basically, there was one belly bolt set that I fought at a point. It was like acid spray, slack off, parabolic charge stuff, and it was really hard to deal with. And I was using like a more offensive Torterra at the time that had like double edge and stuff. It was really cool because it like knocks out Rillaboom with a spike. It had a Rindoberry
sick.
too. It had a Rindoberry too with Terra Water,
Yo!
so it can resist. It was really sick, and it was cooking.
cool.
It was cooking a little bit too much, and and then Torterra got replaced on the team, like I said, and I put Appleton and there's Mons, and then I ended up putting Torterra back, as you can see here, and I really like the combo of Torterra plus Unaware Clef because like a lot of people are gonna bring Mirror Herbs versus me, right? A lot of people will
Yeah.
always bring Mirror Herb versus me.
When you were talking about it last week, it may have been in the interview or maybe it was just during your battle,
think it
the
was-
week 2
yeah,
battle.
yeah.
You were talking about Mirror Herb, and I was like, ah, shit. Like,
He knows. He knows.
obviously he knows it's coming, but like, can I get it to work?
That's the thing too. Like bulky Torterra doesn't always die, right? Like for
Yeah.
instance, in that game, if I had been White Herb, it might have been GG even when you copied me, because I would live, and then because I'd be at full, right? I'd live, and then because I'm impish nature with max HP and a lot of defense, and then I'd live your set. If you were adamant max, obviously it's a different story. But I'd live this more defensive set. You actually very similar to my Torterra spread, which I think is really cool. With your
Thank
Roaring
you.
Moon. I like
Then
this.
thank you. I looked away too because I started like adding the stat boost to the calc. So I actually missed that you weren't White Herb until I saw you get leftovers later, and then I was like, oh no, because like I could have just knocked off that turn.
Immediately, yeah.
Yeah, because that's why I didn't. Because I was like, and I didn't know your set or anything. I was like, I might just die, or at least be in like range where I could, get smoked by something else off
Yeah,
rip that's
yeah.
not Clef Moonblast. But yeah, no, I think it was really good. The one thing I do regret, obviously, was letting my bear tick get burned. But like, I was looking, I was like, man, there is a chance with Terra Ground to still body this Heatran, but Shuka
I mean,
Shuka's
Bro,
so good.
I
It
would
makes
have
sense.
freaking loved if you went Roaring Moon or Mew more than Beartic, to be honest, because you're not SD Beartic, so it's annoying, and your heavy slam
Yeah.
does a lot of damage, and all these moves do a lot of damage. But like, I can Encore on Earthquake, and I bait Earthquake pretty easily and stuff like that.
Yep.
Right? And so I would have been all right with that, but I definitely had a sigh of relief when Beartic got burnt. Don't get me wrong. I definitely was like, oh, this is good. This was nice. But obviously, if Mew had come in and went for Earthquake, I would have loved to burn that. Like that would have been
Yeah,
beautiful.
You did a tremendous job at building around ground moves in general. Like really not touching you at all. And then and ice too, because I was like, man, am I gonna regret not bringing ice stab or anything like to the game? But
Yeah.
I was like, well, I mean, I got Moonblast or Dragapult, but no Quack. I was like, okay. And then no Thundy, and obviously Portera was gonna
Yeah,
was your Terra
yeah,
guy.
yeah.
So I was like, okay, well, it made me feel less bad about it. And then I was like, especially if it's Terra Electric, then it's like, okay, freeze dry wouldn't even matter, right? So
Yeah.
but I definitely, yeah.
Dude, Quack was on the original team too. I don't know how much I'm going to talk about what I wanted, but honestly, I don't care. Like, I want people to
Yeah,
fear
you-
stuff. So I had
you
lead.
good.
I had lead, bulky, weakness policy, Quackable, and the idea is that it lives every hit from everything besides Rillaboom, and
Oh,
I just
nice.
get +2. Like, so if you lead 9-tails, I just Aqua Step as you maybe Veil. I Aqua Step again, or I Brick Break after. Then you go for your move. I live, and then I get another Aqua Step. And I'm +2. I'm faster than Bear Tick, and then if you don't bring like, specifically.
Yeah, I didn't bring Veil because I thought you were gonna bring Brick Break.
Yeah.
Quack.
Yeah, I actually I didn't even have any answers for Veil. Well, I did have answers for Veil. Like my answers here were fat Pokemon that can Will-O-Wisp you, and Infiltrator Dragapult, and then Encore Grafai. So like it never really mattered in the extra damage because I could also sub with Torterra. Like one of the cool interactions I had with Torterra was when Rillaboom would come out, I go for sub. It forces either a Grassy Glide or anything because that's the only way you could break the sub. I go Heat Train, I get a Will-O-Wisp burn on, or I get a Flame Body burn or a Will-O-Wisp or a Lava Plume burn. You know, I have a lot of other options to potentially burn there. And then I end up going for from there. I end up just going with Torterra again and subbing again later, then Belly Bolt, right? And then I just Shell Smash up and then beat you with regular Terra Blast, like just a special Terra Blast. Like those are some options. Like after Shell Smash, Torterra sub can live Grassy Glide, like, and also it's sub.
Oh, nice.
It's if I burn you obviously, which means regularly I live
Right.
Grassy Glide as well if you're like Jolly and stuff like that to be faster than Heat Train. So I don't know, it's just some cool things. I figure that Leftovers is cool because it just takes advantage if you do end up bringing Rillaboom. And I noticed you obviously didn't, and I guess the reason being, I mean, obviously I have Overquill, I have Heat Train for Flame Bot. It makes sense why, like, I think Rillaboom's good but also hard to bring at the same time. Like it's a pivot. Like Belly Bolt's a pretty good answer to Torterra, and Scarf Zoroark as well. Your specific Belly Bolt is a great answer in my opinion.
Thank you. I liked your team. Most importantly, though, I like the game in general, man.
It was fun.
Like this season, bro. Like all 3 of my games, I felt really bad for a lot of the RNG that happened to Shuckle King in week 2 against me.
But I mean, look at your week 1. Like,
but yeah, week 1,
no
and
discharge,
even then,
no static.
Like I'm 1 and 2 now, but like all 3 of my games, I felt like have been like great games.
Yeah.
Just in general, and I'm like, that's dope to me, man. It's the content,
And that's what we want, yeah. Content's what matters.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. We want the good content for the league. I agree, man.
Hell yeah.
I went into this game, I was like, is this about to be like PPL? Am I gonna go 1 and 2 to start and then have to like kick it into overdrive going forward?
And just claw your way out.
Yeah.
That's what I'm like, dude, I gotta try and climb. But thankfully, like so I lost 1-0 and then now I lost 2-0, but my win was 5-0. So it's like I'm 1 and 2, but I'm still positive.
Pretty sure I'm still negative differential because all my wins have been like 2-0, 1-0 type of thing.
No, so you'll be +1.
Are you sure? I think I'm -3 currently, bro.
Oh, maybe the doc says 1 and 1 -1.
Oh, yay! I'm positive for once. For PPL. For the first 5 weeks of the draft, I was like under 8th place. Even though I kept winning, I was under 8th place for the whole time.
You chilling? You're just waiting for your opportunity, bro.
Yeah. I mean, we got a lot of great coaches in this league, and I'm glad. Like all the games are really fun to watch too. Like, it's a good time.
Yo, I gotta ask you because you started to mention it during the watch along stream, but then I don't know, probably just got distracted or something. But when you were watching my week 2 battle, you saw the title belt, and then it sounded like you were gonna say that you wanted to do a trophy or some kind of prize for
the season 2 or 3,
a future season. But then you changed the topic.
Oh
so
yeah, because
if you want to edit this out of the interview, you can.
No, they can stay. I literally did it live in front, and that video has like 20,000 views already, so that's no big deal.
Okay.
So I forgot that we actually got WB stuff because. I mean, you won it, and I was watching on yours, like, oh, wait, yeah, he has it. And obviously, he showed it before as well, the belt and everything.
Yeah.
So I actually forgot, and I was like, yo, this is really cool. I would love to do
sick.
a prize or a plaque or something. Like, because people always ask, what do you win if you win this league? I was like, you get more content. That's my thought process.
Uploads.
Yeah, my thought process is make it to final because I get maximum uploads, which is what I want.
You get the most videos.
Yeah, literally. That's my thought process right after, right? Make it to finals, get as many uploads as I want. And just keep uploading. People enjoy this draft. I want to have a good time, and people want to watch it, right? But you know, a belt is sick. SPL would be a trophy though.
Yeah, no, trophies would also be sick. Even like those
it's based on
like those clear ones.
Yeah, it's based on the Premier League. So
yeah.
It would definitely be a nice trophy.
That would be cool.
I mean, it would most likely be something like. I'm gonna take a screenshot from my phone and put it in the chat for you to see. They can Google themselves if they really
use their
want
imagination.
To. Yeah, literally. So it would be. I would try and get something like this for it, right?
Oh yeah,
so like it'd be a giant trophy. It'd be like that, And
That'd be so sick.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'll try to do. And then I'll get a secondary one for me if I lose, just because I deserve it. But putting it on the map. Nah, this would be a sick trophy. I'll show them anyway in the chat, or the chat. It's just, you know.
Yeah.
This is how.
That's an Easter egg. That's a
go.
reward for staying to the end of the video, and I know y'all already clicked the thumbs up button too, right?
Facts.
And become a member.
Oh,
come on, get this guy to 1,000 members. What are you doing?
I think we're like 10 away, to be honest.
400K subs. Get 1,000 members on here.
I will say that I might hit 400K subs with this video, because I'm about 800 subs away right now. So hey. I may just very well hit 400K subs with this video. So that'd be cool. But I think I'll hit it next week, realistically.
That would be a dub. I would feel like I contributed to that.
You did. Shoot, you're one of the subs, bro. You definitely did.
Bro, of course. I'm subbed on my alt, too. But, bro, I almost brought Gligar. Not even because I thought I had a good matchup, but I just wanted to name it NFE Choppa. And I was trying to find a way to make it work, but I was like, nah, Appleton too good, dog. So I didn't, but I had to tell you that. I almost forgot.
Dude, Gligar was really cool, too. Like, I feel like a hazard stacker is... Like, it's not... It does give setup opportunity. Like, I wasn't as worried because I'll knock it off and stuff, but, like, it was one of the mons where I'm like, oh, should I have heavy-duty boots on Clefable versus Rocky Helmet? I was like, Helmet's too good just to punish. Like, chip damage on Rillaboom's U-turn or anything just goes too long of a way for Torterra to end up not having it. So, I don't know. I'm happy that you didn't buy it, because I bring it because I didn't want to have to deal with hazards, but also that nickname would be fire too, though, so I'm a little sad.
Yeah. Hey, who knows? Maybe next time.
Hey, well, it's better than the nicknames you have now, to be honest.
Bro, come on now. You don't like Rule 34?
No,
the
bro.
belly bolt?
You got one good nickname on there. It's a well-played bear tick. All right, everything. H is all right too.
Catfish, you don't like Moaning Moon?
Of course I don't like Moaning Moon or Route 34 furry bait. I do like well played though. I do like well played a lot. That's a well played. What do you have for a well played bear tick? We actually undervalue that mon too much. We undervalue that mon too much.
3 points, a steal, bro.
Yeah, literally a
steal.
Literally a steal. Literally a steal. I can't wait to see what you do with that. I feel like, I mean, it'd be crazy every week, right? Like week 1, if you got 5 hits, it might have been Jover. You know?
I know, dude. That's what I was thinking too. But
the dice is nasty.
Even after that, I think I should have just trailblazed one of those turns.
Yeah. That would have helped.
But yeah, 5 spears. It's a different game, but
facts only. Still
glad you like a catfish though.
It was a fun. Yeah, catfish is good. Catfish is good. When you hyper beam me, bro, I actually started running some calcs and I was like, oh shoot, Mew's hyper beam, if it's specs, actually knocks out my Overcool 2. So is this Zoroark? And I know you wrote that, you did that just for the video title and thumbnail or something. I know you did that. Or maybe the mirror herb, the hyper beam. I know hyper beam is for something.
Oh yeah, you know, man. I was like, hey, I gotta think of a way, because I wanted it originally to be the Mew video.
Yeah.
But hey, things change, baby.
Still, was absolutely fire. But anyway, I enjoyed that game, guys. Please subscribe to Kyle. Do you have any closing words you want to say to them, bro? Anything you want to say? That was all yours.
Hey, man. Never lost.
Never lost.
Subscribe to me, though. Come on, man.
Yeah, Kyle's back. Go ahead and sub.
I gotta hit 40K. I'm not even close. I'm at 34.
Hey,
gotta hit 35.
I mean, who knows, dude? I have a lot of subs. If 5-6K of them want to just subscribe, it might just happen. So go and sub. If you're watching at this point, you should just, especially if you're listening at this point, you're not already subbed to Kyle. First off, I appreciate you for getting this far in the interview, right? This is where the people started to drop off. But I really like the interviews of the battles, because I like the closure, and I also just like getting to know people. The worst thing for me is when you lost versus somebody, you both type GG, and then you don't talk for a week. Like that. Right? That's the worst.
Yeah.
I gotta sit there and think about that.
It's weird, bro. Yeah.
I was like, yo, this dude hacks the hell out of me and didn't say crap and walked away. But I was
said GG and ghosted me.
GG. I got a GG well played once when I missed Draco last turn, and yeah, it was a good time.
You're like sick, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you. But yeah, guys, sub to Kyle, sub to all the coaches in the league. Everybody's link is down below. We'll see you guys in the next battle. That's it. Peace.
Peace.